Have a ride and want to make some coin? You're parked in the right spot. This is the Carbingo Show with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Ramon Robles. Driven by Carbingo.com, where you get a real offer on your car and earn top dollar. Call Carbingo at 87-CAR-BINGO. Now, here to get you the most for your car, the Bingo Bros, Frank, Matthew, and Ramon.
Yeah, shove that in there, man. And welcome back to the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles. Matthew Barroso does not like green olives.
Hate them.
That is ridiculous.
Green and
Frank
black
Rios is got a mouthful of prosciutto, and you know what? I'm proud of you.
Oh,
You
man.
make me happy, man. That is some good living right
My
there.
kind of food, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate it
We
very
are
much.
sitting over a big board of charcuterie. Jennifer is joining us. She's
wonderful.
eating. She's working on her third olive.
Jennifer's actually eating, if you'd imagine.
No,
this.
I know. She dug into it. I'm
actually
proud of
eating
her.
food.
She's one of the boys. I'm very proud of her. Now, this charcuterie plate was meant for 10. When you order it, it says for 10 to 12 people. And I'm thinking little babies, little baby
Yeah,
people,
absolutely.
6-year-olds. But, I mean, there's still some left, and we've been going at this for about 45 minutes.
The only reason I stopped is because we started the show.
Yeah, well, don't let that stop
Yeah.
you. Just
Yeah. Oh, that's
turn
true.
away from the
Yeah,
mic,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's
Get
true.
after it. Now, this might not sound as appetizing as it did when I was pulling it this morning, but there's an edible adhesive tape that will help keep your burrito wrapped.
What a great
Engineering
idea.
students from Johns Hopkins University have created an edible adhesive tape called Tasty Tape to keep burritos and other wrapped foods sealed up
name.
while you're eating it.
That's a good name.
Yeah, Tasty
Tasty
tape.
tape.
The tape looks like small rectangular strips that are roughly 1/2 inch by 2 inches. You lick it like wax paper. You lick it, and then you put it on your food, and you go to town.
So you can like pre-make burritos with it because you're gonna lick.
Does it have a flavor? Does it say anything?
No flavor.
Because if it had a flavor, it's like a fruit by the foot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but man, we're living in the future. Yes, they haven't solved a cure for cancer or anything like that.
Right,
But damn it, our burritos won't be falling apart. anymore.
Absolutely edible tape.
Edible
They
tape.
got to do something with tacos, hard shell tacos. They have that problem. You take one bite and they all just kind
They
of
crumble of
Right.
Yeah.
You got to commit to your bite.
Is that what it is? I'm
Yeah.
apprehensive.
You got to have light hands.
Okay.
Like a wide receiver in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Light fingers. Soft. What is it? Soft,
Soft hands. Yeah.
And then you got to commit.
Or you
soft
can
hands.
put a regular tortilla around the crunch.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's a little
first
cheese.
aid. Oh wow! Spoken like an honorary fat person, Frank. I don't know how you stay in shape. You know all the secrets.
It's because he eat flowers.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
There
edible
was
flowers.
Very low calorie.
decorative flowers on our charcuterie board. Is that getting picked up? Can they see this board on the?
They can see it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
What's
watching it on
left of it?
YouTube,
Let's
yeah,
Vanna White it.
yeah, that is what's left of our charcuterie plate. And if you want to see that for yourself, that's YouTube, and you search.
You search Carbingo Show, and you will see every episode.
Lucky Dog. You will see.
All 26 now, including this one.
Is this our 26? So we're building to
26.
100.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, happy 26.
Yay, happy 26, Jennifer. Carbingo.com. I told you last week my wife was going to inquire, and she did, and we are ready to make a move.
Nice.
So you will
Perfect.
you will maybe be interacting with her. Is that some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Are you allowed to interact with my wife in that way?
Yeah, absolutely,
A
man.
conflict of interest. Is that a conflict of
No,
interest?
absolutely not.
Because you're going to sweeten the deal just a little bit more. Just a little bit, Frank. Not a lot.
Off the books.
Sure.
Just a
That won't work for you, charcuterie.
Yeah. Just thank me for the charcuterie board. So she actually went to carbingo.com and she said, "What kind of information do I need to have?" I said, "Baby, I'm not going to tell you anything. You go for yourself. Carbingo.com. Follow the steps." She nailed it. She banged it out
It was really easy, right?
faster than a corn dog in the microwave. She had an
Yes.
offer. Faster than Matthew will throw a green olive on the floor. She had an offer, and she couldn't believe that the offer was more than what she owed on the car.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I
Absolutely.
told her, "Do you not listen to the show? What we tell you this every week." Well, I got the kids. And
Yeah.
that she sounds like Marge
Again,
Simpson.
she has a wonderful voice.
Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Singer voice. For sure.
But the good thing is, Frank, you don't have to be my wife to get a good deal at carbingo.com. It helps.
Everybody gets a good deal and gets all the money for their cars at carbingo.com. And it's just like you said, super duper easy. You just go on our website, carbingo.com. There's going to be a couple of questions that they're going to ask you. And as soon as you answer them, you get a bid within seconds.
Yeah.
It's really, really quick. You're going to get a number on your car, and then if you really like the number and want us to go ahead and sell as your car, you'll be contacted by text pretty fast as well, within seconds. And we'll send a car out with a check and pick up your car and call it a day. So we'll buy your car right away, whether you owe it or you don't owe it. Whether you're leasing it, you still have options. If you lease it, a lot of times you can't pay it off because whoever the leaseor is will allow it. But sometimes they will. So even if you're leasing it and you want to explore your options, you can always call us too at 872-272-4646 with any questions.
Are you eating the rosemary?
Carbingo.com.
Sorry,
I'm eating a pistachio.
I thought you were eating the rose. It looked like he was eating the rosemary.
It smells good.
Frank's eating the flower, so it's not like eating the rosemary would be out of the question.
I would eat the rosemary if there was some chicken around it.
You know, the worst thing we could have done for us in our ADD is have food sitting in front of us as we do the show.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We should have
my hardest
finished
to
it
not
and
eat
just thrown it
I'm
away.
literally clasping my hands together.
But it's
not helping.
it's a pride thing, right? When they tell you this is for 10 people, and then we sit it down, the four of us, and we think, okay, we'll accept that challenge.
Right. And at the beginning, it did look like it might be for 10 people. It looked like it's a pretty big board.
Well, I think it was for 10 people. We're just
They weren't lying?
yeah, we're just hungry.
Yeah.
I guess that's one word for it. Not to mention the crackers. They didn't factor the crackers into that.
Yeah.
True.
And here we are crushing all kinds of rich crackers.
All I know is I saw a buffet style situation.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get my money's worth.
What was your favorite? This is
I like that hard salami over there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is a Carbingo show on 950 KPRC. I'm sorry, the hard salami, that one? Okay.
harder the
950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles, along with Frank Rios and Matthew Barroso and Jennifer. She's on the fourth mic. We appreciate you being on the show this week, Jennifer.
It's nice to have my own mic.
Yeah. It's I don't have to translate for you from across the room.
See how that
I'm
works?
not shouting in the background anymore.
No. What was your favorite, Jennifer? Please don't
I
say
like
the
this-
hard salami.
I like the salami too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, sure. This is an honest show. We run an honest program here. Frank?
The flour.
Flour. He ate the
No,
flour.
not the flour. That cheese, I don't even know what it was. Some cheese with some herbs inside of it.
We
It
took
was just
pictures so we can-
amazing.
It's a little bit right there still.
That's mine. I call
very
dibs on
good.
it, unless you want to split
No,
that.
go ahead.
Okay. I'll
Very
eat
good.
that.
Lady in the Trumpet.
I'll eat that during the break. In fact, we're going to break right now. This is the Carbingo Show. When we come back, we're going to talk, obviously, about more food.
Right.
And we're going to talk about all kinds of ignorant stuff. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.
Did you know that selling your vehicle with Carbingo is as easy as... Carbingo, because your car is worth more.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC, along with Matthew Barroso and Frank Rios, and this week, Jennifer. I am Ramon Robles. We are here every Saturday talking all things ignorance and also trying to buy your vehicular. Now, with your permission, of course. This isn't some sort of hostile thing where we come in and say, give us your car and we'll give you some money. I mean, we want this to be a voluntary thing.
It's not a mandate.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
it's not a
no
mandate by any stretch of the imagination. However, we do make it well worth your while to go to carbingo.com and let us make you an offer on your vehicular.
Absolutely. It will give you all the money. Right now, cars are still bringing all kinds of money. Pre-owned vehicles, there's a shortage of them. And right now, your pre-owned car that you don't need anymore is going to bring more than ever before. So carbingo.com, the easiest way for you to get that money to get that check for that car. We'll even go to your house and pick it up.
That's
Super
nice.
simple at carbingo.com. We bought a whole bunch of cars. We're buying them all over the U.S. now, Ramon, and we're growing because it's simple.
People like the simplicity. of it.
Yeah, especially this day and age. Now, I called it a used car. Is that wrong? Should I have not called it a used car? 'Cause
No, there are
you
used
said
cars.
pre-owned.
Same thing.
I mean, I don't want to call it a secretary. I don't want to call it. I don't want to call a person a secretary when they're an office manager.
And earlier you mentioned about hostility. You know, sometimes this is dangerous when you sell your car to a private
Oh, that's
individual,
true.
too. And even if you think they don't know where you live because you're selling your car in front of an HEB, obviously the car record, the title's
true.
going to be there, your plate, and they can figure out where you're at with all that money that you just got for that car.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And
Frank.
dangerous.
Yes.
So you can avoid all of that. Do it the safe way.
Very nice.
The car's going to be transferred. There's
thought
going
of
to be
that.
no toll fees that you're going to have to pay in the future
Right.
because you sold your car and somebody's driving it all over Houston or all over wherever
Yeah.
you sold it. Carbingo.com. That's your solution for all these issues.
So if somebody's listening online to this in New York, we will make them an offer. No problem.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter where you live.
Doesn't matter where you
Very
live.
cool. All right, very good. What if they live in Djibouti, Africa?
We're not buying it.
Not from Djibouti, Africa. You just don't know.
Within the U.S.
Okay, within the we got to define the boundaries.
Right, that's true.
Right? You know the capital of Djibouti?
No.
Djibouti.
Okay.
That's true.
Is it?
Djibouti. Look, Google it if you think I'm.
No, I believe
it.
you.
No,
I'll take
yeah.
you at your word on that one.
Hey, all things African, I'm
Yeah.
down. I get it.
I see
I
it.
know it all. All right. Any morning people?
Morning-
Jennifer seems like she would be a morning.
I'm-
You're a
I'm
morning?
a morning.
Everybody's a
I think we're all
morning
morning
person?
people, yeah.
Wow. Y'all, dude, this Motley crew does not seem like they would be a morning people. Okay. Well,
I was late today, but
Well, that's okay. Well, it's 4 PM, Matthew. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this might not pertain to us, but it will pertain to somebody out there listening. 10 things that help you wake up in the morning. Maybe you do this. Maybe this is why y'all are morning people. You got charcuterie in your beard, by the
Do
way.
I?
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It's
saving it for later.
sure.
but
It's
thanks.
flavor. They don't call it a flavor saver for nothing. You got it. It popped out.
One thing's for sure, though, it's not an olive.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Definitely not. All.
Unless he was stashing them for his wife or something on the.
She hates olives too.
Oh wow, that's why I
That's
got
actually
married.
why we found love.
Yeah. All right. So if you're here's someone polled a bunch of people and asked what they do to feel more awake each morning. Number one thing, drink coffee. Coffee drinker? Oh, sorry, Jennifer. Starbucks.
I
You
actually
still drink
started bringing
Yes.
coffee.
even after
I
Starbucks.
have it in my office now.
I never had coffee until I started working at Starbucks.
Wow.
And now she's addicted.
Now, are you addicted to foo-foo coffee, or do you just
No,
drink the pike?
Whatever is caffeine.
Yeah.
And is sweet.
Yeah, I respect
Black coffee, black, please.
that. Number two, take a hot shower
to wake
to
up.
wake up.
I
feel
like
like
to
a
help me
cold
go to
shower.
sleep.
You do that to go to sleep. Wow.
I feel like a cold shower is better.
Well,
I
it
like
says
cold
here,
showers.
or if you really need to wake up, a cold shower.
Yeah, I like cold showers.
Cold showers. No, I got to go hot. I hate cold showers.
Yeah, me too.
Force yourself out of bed as soon as your alarm goes off. Well, that's dumb. That if I could do that,
I do that.
you do that.
Yeah.
Even if you're sleepy,
Yeah.
you just say to yourself,
Well,
Jennifer,
I have my
get up.
alarm set that I have to get up to turn it off.
Oh, that's
so
hard.
I can't reach it from
But
like
that's why.
laying down.
That's why she's never late.
That's
All right,
true.
Jennifer, what time do you have set the alarm?
5:30.
5:30.
Now, with me, I would just evolve into being able to sleep through the sound. You actually have to get up. I would
I'm not
just
getting
evolve
up for
and be
that.
like, I'm conditioning
Then
myself.
You're just defeating the purpose.
Well, I know it. That's why I need some of these things.
Life lessons.
Start
with
dreaming
Jennifer.
you're being chased by a police car or something with the alarms out.
That's pretty funny. Do some stretching. Number 4. Number 5, open a window. Are you kidding me?
You know why you stretch?
Why?
You know why you naturally have the urge to stretch?
No.
It's your body's actual natural urge to stretch because it activates the muscles in your body so the blood flow starts. So get your heart pumping, get your oxygen going.
Is that why all animals do that, I guess?
That's why a lot of
I mean,
that's why
your
most-
dog does it.
Yes.
Cats do
That's
it.
the reason.
Cats lift their
That's why
butt up.
babies stretch so hard when they wake up from
Yeah.
because they're in such deep sleep.
Okay.
That they're naturally way to wake themselves up. Just get a little oxygen, little blood flow.
See, I didn't realize that, but that makes perfect sense.
That's why
now.
you yawn too.
Yeah. Oh,
To get the
same
oxygen
thing?
in.
Into your
Your
mouth.
body's way of saying you need to get more
Look at
oxygen.
that. You mentioning
cool.
yawning is making me want to yawn.
Yeah.
now. Let's see. 10 things that help us wake up in the morning. Number 6, go for a walk. Well, now wait a minute. That's.
Well, I don't do that right.
I
when
mean, you
wake
got to be
up.
really awake to
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already awake.
Unless you're at night, you sleepwalk.
Okay.
kinda
Make
opposite.
your bed. Anybody make their bed in the morning?
I do.
No.
You do? Of
I
course,
do.
Jennifer does.
It's one of those
Anybody
things to
make
do
their
when I
bed?
get home.
My wife does.
But you don't.
No.
No, Matthew. Is your wife a stay work at home?
Yes.
She does. Okay.
I think that making the bed is like good discipline wise, but it's
Yeah.
kind of silly over. It's like, do you tie your shoes after you take them off?
Oh wow!
It's kind of a weird.
Check out
thing
the
that-
philosophy with Matthew.
They say it's
good
an
habit.
accomplishment thing that
Right,
you do.
that
You're
you
doing
do.
something positive right early in the first thing.
Check it off your list that you've done something. Yeah, yeah.
I
Somebody.
just do it when I wake up, so I don't have to do it when I get home.
But why would you do it when you get home
you
if you're
just-
getting back in?
Because it just looks awful.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something to
Yeah.
say.
Deeper issues.
Okay. What? That-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just get in the bed. It's
All
fine.
right. Number 8 kind of goes along with walking, and it says exercise. Well, yeah, man. If I could get up and exercise
A good exercise in the morning does help.
After,
Well,
after
I've
coffee.
found.
after coffee,
Yeah, definitely.
have a glass of juice.
Yeah, sugar.
Okay, yeah, and then finally put some music on.
Yeah, music's nice. Get ready in the
I
morning.
never
My
put
wife
music on
I-
in the morning.
My wife
I
puts-
have music for everything.
Salsa.
When I do anything, I have music.
Did you
Okay.
Did you grow up, or did your wife do this on like Saturdays, blasting music, cleaning on Saturdays?
No.
Are you suggesting it's a Latina
It's a
thing?
very Hispanic thing. That's why I'm asking.
Because I do that.
I do it when I can. but
My
not all the
mom,
time.
I mean, my mom was never like that. Maybe we're too Americanized. But my mother-in-law and my wife, full blast.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Interesting. My people, I guess. Because I do that.
It's a very Latino
Okay.
thing.
I just
too.
thought it was a white kid from the late 70s kind of thing.
maybe,
but I'm not
I'm
white,
sure
I
many many people put
Yeah.
on music. It's not just a Hispanic thing.
What was I going to ask you about that? Oh, so when I get up, I was looking at this list and I'm thinking, well, what do I do to wake up? I actually turn on the news radio station and I just listen to that and then I get my blood boiling.
That's good.
And then I think, all right, enough of that. I'll listen to BB King or something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
That's
that's
a
what
nice
I do.
little-
Is actually,
You know how I get my kids to wake up? I put on like Bumble Nums or like the kid shows, and they ding. They just wake up
because
and
they
they're
want to
like-
watch it.
Yeah, and they come running out the room.
See, my kid's immune to that now.
I don't know if that's good or not. Maybe I'm setting a
You're
bad
conditioning
precedent.
them. Yeah, my kids love
I do it
Encanto.
sparingly.
Yeah, it's sparingly.
Yeah, yeah.
But when it comes time,
when- yeah.
I know, I get that. The soundtrack to Encanto. Anybody know about that movie?
Oh, Yeah,
We don't talk about Bruno.
I've heard of it. I've never.
Okay, well, nor
watched
should
it.
you because you have no kids, Jennifer. But I've found out that I actually like it.
It's not bad. I mean,
not bad.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it, Lin-Manuel, is
Yeah,
he's a beast.
yes,
So.
yeah.
It's the guy who did Hamilton.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's actually pretty catchy. I put that on, and they'll just sleep right through it now. But Daddy likes it, so I'll tell my wife, I'm trying to wake the kids up.
He's doing his little charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Cutting salami.
You know, I don't think after this I will have charcuterie for at least another day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Probably. Maybe
I
tomorrow.
guarantee you, if you get home tonight and your wife's like, honey, I got to have a surprise.
You know what?
and she brings you a
I
plate
would
like
tear
this.
it up. I was
for
telling
10.
Frank before you showed up, since we were waiting on you, I was telling Frank if I had to eat one food the rest of my life, it would be charcuterie.
I
It
mean,
would
it's
be
such a good
hamburgers, it would be
choice.
pizza, it would be
Because you have so
charcuterie.
many
Yeah.
options. Yeah.
It
You
is
have all your food pyramid
Absolutely.
almost.
Practically limitless. Mm-hmm. I wonder if one day we could do a charcuterie board, but it's pizza, hamburger, barbecue, egg rolls.
I've seen that done before.
I think that's called a buffet.
It's called a
Yeah.
Vegas buffet. You
I've
idiot.
seen people do that though.
Okay, well, work
They
on that.
have
Jennifer.
like different charcuterie boards.
like
One's
that.
for
That's cool,
desserts,
actually.
Yeah.
one's for like entrees, one's for dessert.
Yeah, it's called a buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like
It
on
was
a
all
plate.
On a board.
On a board, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, on a board.
Yeah.
By the way, do we take this home with us? Do we take that board, or is that something we
I
just
don't know
throw
if I'd
away?
call this a board as much as I'd call it like a
Just a piece of
Like a
wood?
plank.
Like, I mean, if I can just snap the end off, I don't think it's
Okay,
a
well, that's
board.
true. But I don't think you can snap the end off of that. All
bet you I
right,
could.
we got to go to break. Well, I bet you could, Hercules. All right. All right, we got to go to break. When we come back, 10 cooking rules that all people ignore. Hey, how about that? Another food topic.
Nice.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.
Carbingo, how can I help you?
You just say the word salami a lot. It just sounds funny.
Salami. That's a good word.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but just, you know,
You can be real silly with it. Salami.
I gotta look at the origin of that word, right? Because that's got to come from
From a magician. Salami.
or something. Just
The grand salami.
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Grand salami.
I mean,
yeah.
somebody looked at that and went, "Okay, that's salami,"
Yeah.
and then somebody looked at that and said, "That's rosemary."
It's an Italian origin.
Of course.
According to Google, of course.
Yep.
It's the plural of salame, which sounds the same, meaning salt. To
Salt?
salt something.
Salt.
It's like cured salt.
Oh, it's cured
Cured in
meat.
salt, yeah.
Salami, sal.
Sal. Holy mackerel! You just blew my mind in the first 40 seconds of this segment.
We're
Good
learning.
work, Matthew Barroso.
Interesting. Thank you,
Nicely
Google.
done. I am Ramon Robles, along with wordsmith Matthew Barroso and Frank Rios and Jennifer, who's joining us this week. No Ryan. What
No
happened?
Ryan.
We told him we were going to have charcuterie, and he just doesn't show up. What's up?
He was afraid to get in his beard.
There's more for us.
Yeah.
Sister, you ain't joking.
You're not getting my portion.
Yeah. Who's eating those strawberries, by the way? I'm sorry, Matthew. Did
I had like
somebody
3
claim
of them,
those?
so-
Not a
I'll take
fan.
them. They're my favorite fruit. I'll take them.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Jennifer
they're
still
my
hasn't
favorite
eaten the
fruit.
food on
Well,
her
those
plate,
are-
but she's taking it
Because
from
it's
us.
my
write-
third
I'm
plate.
gonna draw a line, and that's Jen.
Nice.
And draw a line here. That's Jen. Nobody touched that.
What if I just move those?
Well, no, you can't.
It's on film now.
Yeah, see, we got that on the YouTube. If you want to check out the video on YouTube,
I'll be
Put a piece of
editing
rosemary
it.
in front
So.
of like this.
there you go.
Boom.
Line right there. Okay, we're just claiming the left of the charcuterie.
For those on listening on audio only,
Well, you know what? This is more motivation for them to go to our
Exactly.
YouTube channel.
exactly. Go to the YouTube
Search.
channel, search the Carbingo Show, and you can see all the antics in 4K.
Carbingo.com. Go ahead, Jennifer. What are you
No,
gonna-
you can't see me on camera.
Well, get in front of the camera. Get
I don't
one of
know.
these.
No, there's no Jen on camera.
Oh, I see. You're working behind it. I get it. I know a lot of people who do good for themselves behind the scenes, and so this is good work for you. 10 cooking rules. Anybody chefs, cooks? Anybody
I
cook?
like to cook.
You
I
like?
love to
Well,
cook.
you like to cook. You're
Yeah.
very hoity-toity.
I cooked
Matthew?
most of the meals.
Yeah,
I cooked
really?
yesterday. Actually, yesterday I got some drumsticks at HEB. They
Okay.
were on sale. They're one of the only things on sale. And
Chicken at that. I hear chicken's
and
expensive.
I was gonna do like breaded chicken, but I ended up just doing the regular one. And I usually make air fryer wings. So
Yeah.
I thought, what if I make big air fryer wings? So I salted them and do the little seasoning, and then I just made some little mashed potato and gravy on the side, and it was like
Very nice.
it was like KFC, but without all the breading.
Did you and you used the 12 secret herbs and spices?
No,
Oh,
I did my little. I put my little special
Okay.
seasoning that
All
I
right.
like to do,
I respect that.
which is nothing special. No,
he did 13, which is one.
It was
better,
like
actually.
4,
He went up the
but it was good.
Yeah, he
all you
went up
really
the
need is
kernel.
salt, pepper, a little garlic salt. And that's all.
And
you
that's
need
it for
really.
chicken.
So good, dude.
You know the sad and
little
pathetic
olive
thing is that sounds good.
It's
I am
delicious.
full
It's really good.
as all get out, but that sounds really good. Now,
You put-
Jennifer, go ahead.
Salt and garlic salt, like half and half, what you would normally put as a whole thing. Then you put a little pepper.
Not
and
garlic powder, garlic salt.
Yeah, because it's got a little bit different flavors in it.
But what if
And
I don't
then-
have that? Can I use garlic powder?
Yeah, you just put more salt.
Okay.
Salt to taste, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the air fryer, the skin gets nice and crispy.
Well, it's
So
funny
almost
because
like
we are about to talk about something you just mentioned. Jennifer, do you cook?
When I have to.
When you have to. When you're about to die of starvation. Give me an
When
egg.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, okay. I get that. Well, there's a thread online where people are sharing the cooking rules that people always ignore. Always ignore these rules. And this is a bad thing. Throwing out a whole block of cheese when there's a little mold on it. Now, psychologically, I can't deal with that, right?
Cut it off.
I mean, that bad apple has ruined the whole bunch for me.
You throw out the whole block of
I
cheese.
do.
Oh, my
I know it. You know why? Because we're rich.
That's so.
We just throw
You know
away
what?
cheese.
This little thing that says mine. I'm taking it off.
No, that is mine. As long as there's not
Are
mold
you
on
gonna
it.
throw that out too?
Well, if there's not, if
That's
there's mold,
unacceptable.
I know. I got to do better at that, right?
God almighty.
What about bread? If there was a loaf of bread and there was
throw it away.
Oh, I
Throw
throw
it-
the whole loaf.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Cheese is
Ty-
precious.
Cheese is precious.
Come on now.
I thought you said Jesus.
It's like avocado, right? When
too.
avocados start oxidizing, you
Yeah,
just
it's gone.
Get
Oh.
you get that layer off. and
You
then
throw away the
bottom-
avocado too?
Well, avocado never goes bad around my house because we just eat it all.
That's fair.
Now cheese, block of cheese. Okay, so all right, so
I don't think you're
I'm
worthy
gonna
of
try to.
this charcuterie.
I'm going to
anymore.
try to be a better cheese eater.
I think it depends on what kind of cheese too.
Okay.
There's a really soft cheese like a queso fresco that when it starts getting moldy, then
You don't know where it's
something's
reaching.
going on there.
Yeah. Okay,
If it's
thank
like a
you.
hard cheese, like a Parmesan cheese or something, that has a little mold.
So if
then
there's
you
Yeah,
mold
you
here.
can just take the mold off.
You would
Right.
eat
The rest
that?
is
You
fine.
would eat that?
Well,
if there's
I
no
mean,
mold?
you would cut the mold part off.
Yeah,
and
of
then the rest
course.
is fine.
So my
Yeah.
question is, why are you letting cheese go bad?
I know, right? Well,
That's
the problem
the
is
real
we go to Sam's, we buy big blocks of the cheddar cheese, right? And I'm the only one that really eats it. And so, 3
So
months
it's
later,
so it's your fault.
my fault. I get it, but
Hey, here's
damn
an
it.
idea: buy a smaller block.
Or put it in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
Well, you go to Sam's, you don't go to Sam's for small stuff.
I mean,
You go buy cheese by the pound.
is it really worth the savings?
You know what? They have a killer app.
If you're throwing it away,
Oh, that's true. All right, you know what?
really
This
worth the savings.
conversation has taken a turn that I
This
don't
is,
like.
This is an intervention, actually.
Yeah.
Target on your back.
We tried
Yeah.
to. We got your guard down with this.
That's true.
really just
You
an
are
intervention.
cheese shaming me, and I don't appreciate that. All right, number 2, using olive oil while cooking instead of cheaper oils with higher smoking points.
I use olive oil every time.
I disagree. I think olive oil is a fantastic tasting
I
oil.
use olive
100%
oil.
agree.
Oh, okay, we are
Coconut
all-
oil is great too.
Anybody use ghee?
Ghee?
Ghee is
I've
clarified
in the
butter.
past, yeah,
Okay, that's what we have.
but almost
I've never heard
never.
of
I
it.
just
Never
use
heard of
olive
it.
oil
Okay.
or coconut oil.
Okay, don't cook with wine, tomatoes, or anything acidic in cast iron. I had
I
no
didn't
idea.
know that.
I've heard
I didn't
about
know
that.
either. I
think
love
I've
cast
ever-
iron because the acidity breaks down the cast iron. Because you got it
I
nice
didn't
and
know that.
seasoned, and
That's
then
cool.
yeah, I had no clue.
I just don't-
Don't eat uncooked cookie dough. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
It's the first thing I do.
It's the only thing you do
As
with
soon
cookie
as I
dough.
open the cookie dough,
Yeah, it's the only thing
immediately
you do
one
with
for
cookie
me,
dough, right?
One for
No.
you.
No, you don't.
You don't like raw cookie dough?
No.
You never had cookie dough ice cream?
Jennifer? I'm going to ask you politely to leave.
Yeah. And leave the plate of food there.
and leave the grapes.
Do not take it.
You don't do raw cookie
No,
dough.
I'm just
You like
too
raw cookie dough?
paranoid.
No, not really.
It's so good.
I'm going to ask you to drive Jennifer home. Wow.
I like the finished product.
Well, I
Yeah,
get
that's
that,
true,
but
yeah.
instant gratification versus
Yeah,
waiting
it's so
12
good.
minutes. Oh, it
Yeah,
is so
it's
good.
so good.
And now they put it in ice cream. I mean, come on.
I like the ice cream.
Well, that's hypocritical, Jennifer. That's crazy.
Jennifer doesn't count.
Unsalted butter in a recipe. Some people say they use salted butter all the time, but I didn't realize that unsalted butter was a reason.
I like unsalted
was a
butter.
thing. You like,
I use unsalted butter as well, and then I salt my food.
yeah,
I use salted.
yeah. Measuring dried spices. It can be a nice guide, but spice level is subjective. Because you had said a minute ago about the chicken.
Yes, to
You said
taste, man.
Yeah,
Everything's
just
to taste.
Spice to taste.
In my opinion.
Using a particular color of onion. Some just use whatever they have on hand. You're supposed to. Purple onion is a purple
I
onion.
like specific,
Yellow's a yellow. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of sweet onions.
Okay.
I like the yellow onion.
Now, what onion are you supposed to use for onion rings?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's yellow onions.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think,
Whatever.
I think it's yellow onions.
Okay, I believe Jennifer because
I
she's a
just
woman.
buy 'em.
But
That's too much
some
work.
salsas and stuff
Anyways.
with red onions.
Yeah, red onions. Oh, that's living the life.
Red onion.
Or
and
grilled
when you make,
red onions.
When you make guacamole, it's got to be red onion.
Red onions. Yeah.
It's so much.
I usually just use what we have because you have to
It's
get
not
very-
prepping, so you're not prepping.
I know.
Yep,
I
you're
know.
not prepping. It's,
You don't mix seafood and cheese. I had no idea.
Well, I never have that.
I don't eat seafood.
don't you have a plate that you always talk about that's really like cheese and fish or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put Parmesan cheese on. Supposedly in Italy, people don't mix the fish and cheese.
I think Parmesan does okay with shrimp.
Parmesan, like on a shrimp
Like
pasta
Alfredo?
dish. Yeah, like Alfredo.
Well, because
Alfredo
now
is
that's
cheese.
pasta though.
Sorry,
Now it's pasta.
but it's got seafood on it, right?
yeah. Okay.
So like you're talking about like a scallop, don't put cheese on top
Yeah,
of it.
I think
But
that's
don't
what
people
you're
put cheese on mussel or oysters?
I've
They
no
do.
clue.
They do.
Rockefeller,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, oyster Rockefeller. Yeah, of course.
I mean, I wouldn't eat an oyster. It's disgusting.
Oh, they're good.
but
I had.
They're amazing.
It's not.
I went to Hugo's last Friday. You ever been to Hugo's?
Yes.
And I had their oysters. Oh my goodness!
I never had the oysters.
Oh,
at
they
Hugo's.
have some salsa that they serve with it. It's habanero and.
Is it cold
heaven.
when you eat it?
Yeah,
I mean,
served on
it's
ice.
basically it's like when you go and you have like mucus and you swallow it. It's like consistency,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that's appetizing.
I don't know if I've ever swallowed my mucus though, Matthew.
I mean, I'm just saying maybe once. in
Maybe
your life
you
it's
do.
happened.
Maybe you do it all the time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hate
but I
olives,
don't.
but
Okay, listen. Let's say it is like that. Imagine doing that and
So
then
many
paying
people are changing
and
the
then
dial
paying
right now.
$30 for half a dozen of those.
God Almighty.
Because
They're
that's
$30 for half.
What
a
do
dozen.
they
no,
taste-
I think it was for a
What do
dozen.
they taste like that everybody
It
likes?
tastes really good. It's a
Are
very
they
unique
salty?
flavor.
salty, a little salt, but the way they,
Briny.
If you could compare it,
I don't
It's
know.
one-
uncomparable. There's
It-
nothing.
it
that
isn't.
tastes like
It's
that.
literally the only
is
seafood I'll eat.
something.
Literally the only seafood I'll eat.
I've had mussels. Is it in that?
No,
taste
'cause mussels are-
profile?
No, different
Oh,
flavor.
Weird.
Like Captain Tom's to me is the bomb. I
Captain
wanna
Tom?
shout out to Captain Tom's. Yeah,
Is that a restaurant?
it's a restaurant, but they sell them. The oysters are super reasonably priced. They're shucking them right in front of you.
Oh wow!
And they're just amazing oysters. Captain Tom's really
I'm
good.
gonna write that down.
Oh, it's really, really
Plus,
good.
they're an aphrodisiac.
All right.
Captain Tom's. All right. Well, these at Hugo's were good because it's a texture thing, obviously, and then with the spice or the salsa they use, you add that, maybe put it on a cracker. I forgot what else they served it with. It was phenomenal. That's living life, Matthew Barossa.
Hey man,
You know
more
what?
power
Next
to you.
week I'm not bringing oysters. This is the part of the show where you thought I was going to say I'm bringing you oysters. I'm not bringing oysters.
Then I win.
Okay, I'm not.
I win.
Then I won't.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I will. Let's see. When we come back,
I'll
speaking
bring
of
some chicken nuggets or something.
and some dinosaur chicken
Yeah.
nuggets. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.
People have been asking, how is Carbingo different? Well, with Carbingo, you get paid on the spot. You'll receive a check in your hand. And if you need us to, we'll come to you. So if you're saying to yourself, well, that's pretty different, that's because it is. Because your car is worth more.
The Frank has
No,
no,
not at all.
Is there any food? There's not one food you're like, nah, I'm not a big fan.
Not
Liver
really.
and onions.
Yeah.
No. I eat
This is-
everything. Carbingo.
This is what we do. This is what we do near the break. What you just heard is exactly what we do for
just
5 minutes
It's
during
always
the break.
food.
Yeah, it's always food. We're not just placating you. We are talking about food all the time. In fact, a man has had a Big Mac almost every day for 50 years. His name is Don Gorski. He's from Wisconsin.
I
He-
know this person. That's ridiculous.
Like
too. I
you
just heard it
personally?
today.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
heard it today on the radio.
No.
No, I
did.
know this guy because he was on the Super Size Me documentary.
Yeah,
like
right.
10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago,
right.
whatever
Well,
it
he's
came out.
continuing what he did, and now he has reached the 50-year mark.
Wow.
There were, let's
He
see,
had
dating,
super low cholesterol.
yeah,
Like
dating back
skinny
to
guy.
1972, he would eat a Big Mac every day. There's only been 8 days when he hasn't had at least one Big Mac, and as of last Tuesday, he's eaten. How many do you think he's eaten in 50 years? Jennifer.
If he's had one every day.
Okay, Jennifer says too many.
50 years.
50 years.
Isn't that like a?
The answer is
16,000.
32,944 Big Macs.
I was gonna say 50,000.
And he always has them with a side of Coca-Cola. He says, quote, all through life, a lot of people said, you'll be dead before you reach 50 years eating Big Macs. I guess I proved them wrong. And he is not stopping at this milestone. He says he'll continue eating Big Macs until he dies.
I mean, might as well.
The 8 days.
You would think Mike McDonald's would like do something with this.
Yeah,
guy.
right? Like put
Go
his face on
viral
the
video.
Give him a free one.
Yeah, right. Like give him a
Point.
card.
A
Yeah.
gold card. Yeah.
The next 50 years are on us. He had missed 8 days throughout the 50 years because he actually had his legs amputated from diabetes complications.
No. Yeah. I was about to say that's a quick recovery.
Oh man, come on! No, 50 years of eating Big Macs, that would not be good. That dude never gonna
How
learn.
would that specifically affect 8 days?
Well, because he got his legs amputated from diabetes.
That's not true. You're
It's not true.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, think of 32,000 Big Macs,
He-
and
he
he
probably had-
saves the receipts.
But I'm saying he probably is in good health.
He is. He's in great health.
He's
A
eating
heart
meat, bread,
transplant in
and
his
Yeah,
he's eating meat, bread, and lettuce every day. It's
I
no
know.
different than what everybody.
I know.
else
That's true. You know what?
is. It's not different.
It is no different. But 50 years. We're not even 50 years old.
Well, you eat every day.
I do. But, and you also think about the diversity, right? You couldn't eat this every day, could
This
you?
is probably worse than a Big Mac. There's probably more calories.
No
in it.
way.
that is,
Yeah, you want to?
there's no preservatives
The
in
amount
that.
of well, yeah, that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
your body probably builds up a tolerance.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably like inside of his body. It's just black.
It's
just
black.
rotting. He
Just
doesn't know.
hard. One of the first couples to marry over Zoom has divorced.
You don't say.
There's been so much talk about the pandemic romance. Either they're couples that split up because they couldn't stand being around each other 24/7, or couples who grew stronger after quarantining together. Well, now one of the first couples to be married remotely over Zoom are getting a divorce remotely because they have never met in person.
What?
Yeah. A 26-year-old British woman named Ace Reeves filed an annulment from her American husband, 24-year-old Darren Martin, 3 months after marrying him, and they still haven't met in person. They met online during the quarantine, and things were good up until recently. Ace claims Darren was unfaithful, and now she can't trust him anymore.
I was gonna make the joke.
What?
They got divorced because he had another.
Yeah. He actually had a side piece.
He was
who
doing a
physically-
FaceTime with one girl and a Zoom
Yeah.
with the other.
So they're getting divorced virtually. Isn't that
What a
what a
ridiculous-
time to live.
What a ridiculous world we live in.
I bet I could guess all this about y'all, but let me ask you anyway. Matthew Barroso, are you an extrovert or introvert?
Guess it.
No.
You said you could.
I
guess
said I
it.
could, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to write my answer down. What are you?
I would say that I probably extrovert. Most like, yeah, more.
Okay.
Do you is not is
Did
an
you have to-
introvert?
did you have to
Isn't
check
an
yourself?
introvert a person who can't like talk in public?
Extrovert is somebody who's outgoing. Extrovert.
You don't see me as an outgoing person.
Matthew Barroso?
Wow. You that's
Introvert? Oh, I'm sorry.
Matthew
Frank
Barroso.
Rios?
I'm an extrovert.
Extrovert. Okay. Wow. Okay. And Jennifer?
No, introvert.
Introvert.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah.
Yeah, right.
She doesn't even want to be on the camera.
You know what? That makes more sense. Okay. According to a recent survey, you're twice as likely to say that you're an introvert. That means you prefer being alone or hanging out with a few people instead of big groups. 1,000 Americans were polled. 56% said they're an introvert, and only 28% they're extroverts, which is weird because here, 75% of us said we're extroverts. I'm an extrovert.
So what about me makes you think I'm introverted?
You hate people.
You can okay. Well,
And you
have
don't like
heard-
olives.
Have you been on social media?
It's easy
There's
to
a little
hate.
bit of a base for
It's
it.
easy to hate people.
There's a foundation for my feelings.
Yeah. Speaking of your feelings, a study found that hugs don't help men with stress. We knew that.
Yeah.
Do you don't search for hugs like from your spouse?
I try to hug him all the time. He pushes me off.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that. Well, you're also very intimidating, Matthew Burson. Jennifer, as a woman, do hugs help you distress?
A little bit, not really.
A little bit, not really.
I'm actually not a big fan of being hugged.
A new study in Germany, now this is German, so maybe this accounts for some of that, found that women's stress levels tend to drop when their significant other hugs them. They tested it by checking the stress hormone and all this, but when men received a hug from their partner, it didn't help. I believe that because while I love my wife, if I'm stressed, a hug.
Doesn't do it for you.
She doesn't make you feel safe. You make her feel safe.
Well, there you go.
Most of
that,
the time.
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably
Not
what
to,
it is, yeah.
I never thought of that. Look
Not
at
to
you.
be
Look at the
toxic.
extrovert over there.
Toxic masculine. Whatever.
Yeah. Do we have current events?
We don't today. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's been a very
apologize.
busy day for
Yeah,
personal
sorry.
stuff we don't want to get into. But
Yeah,
I just didn't want to get through the
I
show.
saw the olives and I got very angry and I threw them away.
Well, it really upset me because I brought this beautiful charcuterie board. And
We just keep coming back
you,
to the
You and
board.
I were sitting here eating.
I'm in a coma,
Frank.
kind of. right
Yeah. Matthew walks in 30 minutes late, picks up an olive, looks at it, and just slams it on the ground like
Tosses
he's
it, yeah.
spiking a football.
now. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true. I saw the
It
whole
was.
thing.
There was a look of hatred too.
Yeah.
I have this.
I actually looked you right in the eye and threw it down.
Which made it even
I was
worse.
like, oh, did you bring this wonderful board?
Yeah.
And then I just
Slam.
slowly,
And you
boom.
dare
Yeah.
put
And you didn't
olives
even.
on
Yeah, you didn't break eye contact with me as you were slamming.
I didn't
it.
pick it up either. I stepped on it.
How much money do you have to make to be rich? A survey found that it depends on which generation was asked, given different answers. Gen Zers, I'm not sure what Gen Zers are.
I think that's
Like
like
the most recent?
25 and
one
under.
After millennials.
Yeah,
very
like
well,
that.
maybe, yeah. Jen Zinner said $394,000 a year. Frank, how much money you make a year? I'm just kidding. I don't even.
Yeah.
$394,000 a year. Gen Zer said would be rich. Millennials. Are we millennials?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
You're-
77.
I'm a
might be
millennial.
on
I'm
the,
probably Gen Z
I'm Gen
or
X.
Gen X. I mean,
Yeah,
Gen
you're
X.
X,
We're Gen
yeah.
X. Okay,
Yeah,
and y'all are
I'm a
millennials.
millennial.
To be
Unfortunately,
rich, millennials say $721,000
a year.
a year.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yep. Gen Xers.
700,000 a year is a
Yeah.
lot.
Now, are you rich?
I would say you live a very healthy
Are
lifestyle.
you rich,
Yeah,
counselor? Okay.
700,000. Yeah.
Okay. Gen Xers say 887,000. 887. What would you say?
Is there like a income tax number or something?
I don't know. And baby boomers said just over $1 million a year. Pretty
Would
much
make
everyone
you
agreed.
rich. Yeah, because in their generation, it was
Yeah.
the $1 million. It's like the
Should be the other
Austin
way
Powers
around,
joke.
right? Should be the older you are, the
Would
less money that
realize
you,
you don't need-
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's because young kids they don't understand how much life really costs.
Yeah.
So they think, man, 300.
But $1
Yeah, if I
million
had
dollars a
300.
year?
If you make
Baby boom-
300K
I see what
a
you're saying.
year,
But see,
that's a lot of money.
I'd be fine with
300K
300K
a
a year.
yeah.
I don't think you're rich at 300K, but you're living comfortable.
If you're
It
It also
spending
depends
wisely.
on how much you spend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fine with 300K a year.
Yeah. Well, of course you would. Look at the
Yeah.
way you
I think
eat.
500. Yeah, I think 500K and up, you're definitely. I would consider that kind of
Saying it as somebody, I don't want to make assumptions, who probably doesn't make $500,000 a year.
me.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I didn't want to be presumptuous.
There was a study that
This board would be much
I was
bigger.
reading a while back about how much money does it take to be happy, though.
Yep.
So, and there's not a lot of difference from, like, say, people that make
Yeah.
it's like 75,000 to 300,000. The happiness level was pretty much the same.
Okay.
Even though obviously you make more money, you buy more stuff.
yeah.
But happiness.
I guess it depends who it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
All right, we got to go. But before we go, speaking of money, speaking of getting all the cheddar,
Speaking of
all
getting
the olives,
rich.
getting
All the
rich, all the cheddar, all the olives, all the charcuterie.
Yep.
Carbingo.com.
$1 million a year
Yep.
worth of cars.
Yeah.
If we have them, come. We'll buy them from you.
Will you give him $1 million?
Yeah, if they have $1 million worth of cars,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
Nice.
Okay.
Unlimited. All over the U.S., we're buying them. It's super simple. We want to buy your car. It's worth more than ever before, and it's easier than ever before. You don't even have to get out of the seat of your house and your sofa and sell us your car. Carbingo.com.
I was gonna say if they live outside of Texas or whatever, do we drive and pick it up?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Y'all are so nice.
Thanks.
This is the Car Bingo Show. Boys, we're going to have to, and girls, we're going to have to take a vote on what we're going to bring next week.
As long as there's no
All right.
olives in it.
All right.
Sounds good.
This is the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC.
too sad. That was a little novel.